Well, it's definitely a very lengthy list with a lot of experienced candidates. There's guys like Doug Peterson, Jim Caldwell, Leslie Frazier, Dan Quinn, guys that have been there, done that as head coaches in the NFL, and then there's a mixture of some youth in there that haven't quite made it to the head coaching position before. Guys like Nathaniel Hackett or a Byron Leftwich that a lot of Jaguars fans are excited about. We've spent some time over the past few weeks since Urban Meyer was fired talking about the coaches that we'd like to see, that fans would like to see taking over the Jaguars and leading them into the future. Best case scenario, if you will. Well, as Jaguars fans love to remind me on social media, with the Jaguars, it's often not quite best case scenario. It often tends to go wrong. So what would be the worst case scenario here for the Jaguars moving into the future? And I think that's what we'll take a look at. And I'm going to pair them with a general manager here. The guy that I don't think would be a good fit for the Jaguars is Leslie Frazier paired with Trent Baalke. Now, Frazier did have a solid outing with the Minnesota Vikings as their head coach. He did lead them to the playoffs once. But in his 3 years leading the team, his defense definitely underwhelmed. And I don't think he would be able to make up for the talent deficiency that a Trent Baalke roster would lead to. In Baalke's career as a general manager, he's not done a great job building winning teams. Only winning teams that he built came with Jim Harbaugh during his time in San Francisco, and Harbaugh and Baalke definitely had a messy divorce on the way out. But this definitely isn't a worst-case scenario. Worst-case scenario is we stay with the status quo and keep Trent Baalke, and now interim head coach Darrell Bevell becomes permanent head coach Darrell Bevell. Look, nothing against Coach Bevell. He's had a lot of success in the NFL, but we've seen what he could do with Trevor Lawrence and the offense this year, and we've seen what he could do with a Trent Baalke-built roster this year on offense, and it definitely hasn't impressed me. I don't know what he could say in the interview that could convince Shad Khan that he should be the man to lead into the future besides saying continuity for Trevor Lawrence, but he hasn't shown me anything on offense this year that makes me say, I want his continuity on offense. I think this would be worst case scenario, but realistically, I think anybody paired with this guy would probably not be a great scenario. Trent Baalke, not exactly the general manager that the Jaguars need right now. It's time for Shad Khan to clean house. Trent has had his opportunity. He's been with the Jaguars for the past 2 years, and somehow he convinced Shad Khan after last season's outing when he was the assistant general manager that he should move into the permanent role, probably because of his NFL experience paired with Urban Meyer's inexperience in the NFL. But he built the roster this year, and it didn't work out. He told Urban Meyer that he could stay in Ohio after the Bengals game. That didn't exactly work out. Trent Baalke's draft picks this year, not exactly knocking down the walls right now. I don't think there's going to be a long list of people that'll be looking for Trent Baalke if Shad Khan did decide to part ways with him. And Jaguars fans have made it very clear that they don't want Trent Baalke to return next year. As we talked about earlier in the 10 o'clock, this icon has gone viral over social media throughout Jaguars Twitter today. I even asked, after the head coaching candidates that Shad Khan plans to interview came out, if Jaguars fans would start to quit the clowning around. I got a pretty strong no. Here are a couple of the top answers that I got. David Griffiths says, that's like giving a kid an F, but putting a star sticker next to it to make them feel better. And then @_PeterSonic03 said, wait till we bring the Bozo the Clown blow-up dolls to the Colts game. That's actually going to be interesting to see, is just how many Jaguars fans will continue with this clown shenanigans for the final home game of the season against the Colts. We could see a TIAA Bank Field filled with nothing but clowns.